I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Avengers number 5. To combat the threat of the evil time-traveling Kang the Conqueror, the current-day Avengers will need to recruit help from other timelines to stop him. What'll happen next? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Okay then, so when we last left off, Captain America Sam Wilson made a bold decree to stop Kang in the blood feud he's been having with the Avengers once and for all. Only before Cap can finish his chain of thought, the heroes are met by, get this, Future Vision, a version of everyone's favorite synthezoid from a far-flung future wherein Vision used his abnormally long life to study the chronal sphere and time travel. Apparently no one on the new Avengers team has ever seen Terminator before because they instantly trust this robot from the future. Well, okay, technically modern-day Vision had met his older counterpart in a previous issue when he was messing around with the Kang baby originally, but I mean, come on, look at this dude, he's so evil looking. Essentially what Future Vision says is that if they want to stop Kang once and for all, they're going to need to cut off the supply lines that allow Kang to run his tyrannical dictatorship throughout time and space. The only issue though is they're going to have to destroy these assets all at the same time. Why, you might be asking? Because wibbly wobbly timey wimey, that's why. The major issue though moving forward is that the Avengers just don't have enough people to pull off an operation of this side. Then again, with access to time travel, everything becomes possible, so they figure, hey, why not go recruit some extra Avengers teams from the time stream to come and help us out? First up, they grab the original OG team because, hey, why wouldn't you? Everyone loves a classic, am I right? And because they have Avengers cards themselves, they just trust them out of the gate. Granted, even this isn't without its problems, because you see Captain America tries to lead everyone in a hearty round of Avengers Assemble, only he just so happened to do so before the Avengers came to that catchphrase on their own, meaning Sam, without even trying, created a time paradox. They also decide to recruit the 80s Avengers too, with such heavy hitters as She-Hulk and Namor, as well as Black Knight. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't keep recruiting more Avengers teams either. I guess if they kept going in the timeline, they'd eventually start double dipping into members. Also, is it just mainline Avengers teams you can recruit from? You didn't try to recruit anyone from Uncanny? I mean, you got a time machine, so you can do whatever you want, right? There was a couple good versions of the Secret Avengers there with Valkyrie and Agent Venom, Beast. Heck, how about the new Avengers? I'd love to see Luke Cage get in on this. But hey, you know what? I digress. That's the team we got, and admittedly it leads to some pretty interesting little scenarios. You got Giant Man Wasp and the new Wasp, Snotty Pym, all hanging out together, which is cool. You got pre-Hydra brainwashed Cap hanging out with current Sam Wilson Captain America, while you even got old school classic Goldilocks Thor hanging out with new Jane Foster Thor. That Thor even makes notice of the fact, hey, you're carrying around Mjolnir, and you're not me. Is this something I should worry about for the future? Nah man, it's all gonna be fine. Now you'd think with such a powerhouse roster like this, there's no way the forces of Kang could stand up to all these Avengers. Only the forces of Kang end up doing pretty good. In fact, our heroes start getting their asses kicked all over the place. It's a little pathetic, honestly. Stranger still, when all the Avengers bust on into Kang's lair, he's sitting there like a boss, like everything's fine, even though if you'll remember in the previous issue, he was totally losing his mind when the Avengers all busted in on him, so what the hell is going on? And there you have it, Avengers number 5. Overall, I thought it was a really cool concept getting to team up all these different Avengers from across time, only they really don't get enough, panel space to, play these stories out. It feels like these events should be so much bigger than they are, and yet they all kind of get rushed through, which is sad. Especially when we stop and consider that the previous issue was nothing but a retelling of Kang's origin story. I would much rather have seen a whole issue of just the Avengers trying to recruit the other Avengers from time. That's not to say we won't eventually get that down the line, but we're getting to the point now where we've been dealing with this whole Kang super time travel story for so long, I'm starting to get sick of it, and I was championing it in the beginning. Now, on the upside, Mike Del Mundo's art is as pretty as it's ever been, and he manages to render the old school Avengers with some really great style. Overall, though, I'm starting to feel that while this new Avengers Avengers book started strong, it's kinda spinning its wheels right now. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but by the time I'm done talking and editing this video, I'll probably never think of this particular issue ever again, which is why I can really only give it a 6. So there you have it, everybody, another Avengers story on the books. I hope you liked it, and if not, why not check out one of these other reviews I've got going on the channel. Furthermore, if you want to know what other videos are coming down the pipeline, please follow me on Twitter, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and do all that other good social media jazz. You can find all those links by heading right on down in the description. Furthermore, if you want to pick yourself up a nice little comic and support me while you're doing it, use my good old book depository link. Get yourself a little something, help me out, everybody wins. Until then, everybody, I'm Cape Joel, and I will see you in the next video.